Now, for this 2 years in a row, one might argue that the WWE Hell in a Cell finish was absolutely horrid, putrid, including the finish, yes, last night, in which the internet is abuzz, and that finish revolves around the Fiend and Seth Rollins, and believe it or not, ended in a no contest DQ. Match was called, whatever you want to call it. Now, you could even make the argument that before this, the pay-per-view was okay. It wasn't that bad, but this will obviously what happened. This will leave a lasting impression. That's whatever, this match is what people will refer to when they think about this Hell in a Cell pay-per-view and its grading. Now, listen, I'm not a fan of the finish myself, and I'm still trying to process it as a fan. But I will say that they have a chance to capitalize it on a few different ways. Hear me out. You could pull a double turn with Seth and Bray, for starters. Seth having to go to such great lengths to put out the Fiend is something that has, I feel, maybe some juice to it, and could help Rollins' character that has been stale since he won the title. The other thing here is a solid follow-up with the referee. WWE had to put out an article explaining the referee stopped the match, a follow-up promo by the referee giving us a serious explanation as to why he rang the bell may help soften the blow a bit. Now, by no means am I defending this, because I'm still not a fan of the way the finish was presented, but if their intention was to turn Bray or to make him this unspeakable monster, then they accomplished that. They didn't have to tarnish the Hell in a Cell concept to do that, but they certainly made Bray strong, like a horror movie monster, which is something he's needed for quite, some time. I'm not going to give you the, well, let's see how this plays out speech, but I will say I don't blame anyone who didn't like this finish. Now you might say Hell in the Cell should be the blow-off to a feud. If it's that, if this demonic structure that is supposed to change careers, yet now that is being used as a device to get to the next match too often. 2 years in a row, some nonsense happens to get a non-finish. Shouldn't have been the first match between the two. They should never book this match inside the cage so soon. Way too soon. I wouldn't have, I would have been fine with the tornado tag, being inside the Hell, considering the implications that the angle had from the start. And I think what also hurts this scenario is the fact that when the bell rang, there was no, there wasn't any announcement that the referee that referred to what stopped the match. Not to say that it would have made it better, but it might have helped a bit. Getting some kind of explanation as to why, instead of fans thinking the match ended on a DQ. And once the bell rang, they raised the cage immediately, but kept the red light on. If the match was over, the red light should have gone away also. I hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking to you guys very, very soon.